Let's find the area between the region y equals e to 3x minus 1 and the x-axis from 0 to 2. It's always good to start with the graphs. So the graph is going to look something like this. That's going to be e to 3x minus 1. And we're looking from 0 to 2. So that's going to be this area right here. So we have to integrate from 0 to 2. The top function is e to 3x minus 1. The bottom is 0, so I'm not going to bother. Integrating this is e to 3x over 3 minus x, going from 0 to 2. This e to 6 over 3 minus 2. And then when I plug in 0, I get 1/3 minus 0. So this becomes e to 6 over 3 minus 7/3. Okay, the next function we have is y equals 3 cosine x and y equals 3 sine x from 0 to pi. So cosine is going to look something like this, and sine is going to look something like this. So notice from 0 to this intersection is going to be a pi over 4. Cosine is greater, so that's going to be at the top. But then afterwards, sine is going to be at the top, so we do that minus 3 cosine x. So if we're going to integrate, we get 3 sine x plus 3 cosine x from 0 to pi over 4 plus negative 3 cosine x minus 3 sine x pi over 4 to pi. Sine of pi over 4, cosine of pi over 4 are both root 2 over 2. We have 3 times root 2 over 2 plus 3 times root 2 over 2. That's 6 times root 2 over 2. Now we plug in pi here. We have negative 3 cosine pi is 3. Sine of pi is 0. Minus, and then pi over 4, that becomes the same thing. Negative 6 times root 2 over 2. We have 6 root 2 over 2 plus 6 root 2 over 2. That's going to give us 6 root 2. And then plus 3. Let R be the region bounded by the parabolas y equals x squared minus 2x minus 1. And y equals negative x squared plus 2x plus 5. So graphing these will give us something like this. And now we have to see where they intersect. The first one is going to be at negative 1, comma 2. And the other one is at 3, comma 2. So the top graph is y equals negative x squared plus 2x plus 5. And the bottom graph is y equals x squared minus 2x minus 1. So we want to find this area here. So x goes from negative 1 to 3. The top function is negative x squared plus 2x plus 5. And we're going to subtract that by the bottom function. So negative x squared minus x squared is negative 2x squared. 2x minus negative 2x is 4x. 5 minus negative 1 is 6. Integrating, we get negative 2x cubed over 3 plus 2x squared plus 6x, going from negative 1 to 3. Now, 3 cubed over 3 is just 3 squared, which is 9, times negative 2 is negative 18. 3 squared is 9 times 2 is 18. And then we have another 18. Plug in negative 1, we get 2/3. And then plus 2 minus 6. Now at this point, the 18s are going to cancel. So we have 18 minus, and then 2 minus 6 is negative 4. 2/3 minus 4, that's the same thing as subtracting by 12/3. So 18 is just 54 over 3, and this will be negative 10 over 3. So we end up with 64 over 3 as our area. Okay. Finally, we have the region y equals sine of x, and the x-axis from 0 to 3 pi over 2. Okay. So for that, it's just going to look like this. This is pi. This is 3 pi over 2. So we're looking at this area right here. So we're going to break it up from 0 to pi. Sine is going to be on top. And then from pi to 3 pi over 2, what's on the top is the x-axis. So you do like 0 minus sine x. So this is just negative cosine x from 0 to pi. And this is cosine x from pi to 3 pi over 2. Cosine of pi is negative 1. Negative cosine of pi will become positive 1. Cosine of 0 is 1, so that becomes plus 1. And then plus cosine of 3 pi over 2, that's 0, minus cosine of pi is negative 1. So the area here is going to be 3.